well, feel a little bit more inspired to be now, to be more real, to really show myself for who I really am, to really be myself, to practice being myself. Interesting, think of that. As I say that, I realize that actually many of the videos, or all the videos that I did, were about that. Practicing to be myself. In front of the camera, sharing this awareness, sharing myself first of all, but sharing an awareness I've gained during the result, or after, during my own experiences, I've gained this awareness. Actually, I became aware. There are many, many things that I need to work on that are extremely difficult for me. But this is, well, easy. It has become second nature, as English has become second nature to me after having lived in America for a very, very long time. But yeah, this is about now. I'm in Germany now. And even though, well, I lived in Kansas, we're not in Kansas anymore. Then also after that, which is another very much an extreme, I lived in San Francisco for a long time. But yeah, there's no place like home. And also the idea is that, well, that's the truth, it's a truth, that home is where the heart is. And in this, you're always home. So wherever you are, that's where you need to be. So just be. To be or not to be, that's the question. And you are free. We all are free. We just have been caught up in the illusion or delusion that freedom is something to be attained. Freedom is something to be fought for. Of course, the reason is because our natural freedom has been taken from us, as we all have been conditioned to serve the system. Yes, of course, and then there are the 1% that control the 99%. But also we have created the 1%. They are not really the enemy. Basically, they're just doing their job. What they are programmed to do in this machine, which we're all part of. But as the tree that looks like a dancer reminds you of, and then you see what John Stuart Mill said, that we're not machines to be built, but we're like a tree, and we need to develop naturally according to the inward forces which make us a living thing. This is really the most important thing in life to be done. And it's also at the same time the most difficult, because it really concerns you. And that is really as you see yourself, it is as you become aware of yourself, and as you're there, well, wake up. That's where we realize our freedom. And that's really where the real work takes place. It's not really, I mean, working a job, making money and all that stuff. We learn about what we need to do in this world. These external things really distract us really from the most important work. And that is really to work on ourselves. And that's, well, the actualized part actually, that's the practice actually. But then the realization is about the learning, the really getting to know myself, the man or the woman in the mirror. It's not only about seeing clearly, communication also is another very important element. To be clear in how we communicate with others, to really listen to other people, to really hear them, to really understand them. Which, well, instead of arguing with them. That's through this learning we really get to know ourselves. And that's the real learning, what we've learned from experience. What we learned about ourselves, what we learned about this world, and how through all of this our worldview has developed, our perceptions, our perspective, how we look at the world, how we look at others, how we look at ourselves. All of this has developed. All of this has evolved. We all have evolved. Everything evolves. For those who say that evolution is a hoax or evolution doesn't really exist, and lifelong argument about that, evolution is a fact. Everything does evolve. And time, well, if time wouldn't exist, we wouldn't evolve. There would be no evolution of this world, there would be no history, there would be no your history, my history, as I have evolved through the different stages in life. So yeah, everything does evolve. The point of the conscious evolution, the evolution of consciousness, is a matter of giving that process direction, to direct the process of your own evolution. And through this, and that's really where it begins, as we direct our own evolution, direct the evolution of this world. And the evolution is really, it's not about the revolution, which is the old consciousness, all the suffering, the injustice, which never really change because they're always the 1%. Again, they're not the problem. It's really about how we deal with that and realize we have created that. And we can uncreate it, we can recreate it. We can recreate a new world that begins from within ourselves, that can arise from within ourselves.